Hi julle, hi there. Ons gaan vandag 'n bietjie kyk hoe werk ons wanneer hulle breuke en algebraïese vergelykings saamsit. Okay, dit klink 'n bietjie dit maak 'n mens 'n bietjie bang, maar eintlik is dit baie lekker. As jy weet hoe om te plus en te minus met breuke, kan jy hierdie somme ook doen. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to work out algebraic equations that they have given in fraction form. Now, I know it sounds a bit overwhelming. Don't stress, because what we are going to see is if you know how to plus and minus with fractions, then you're going to know exactly what to do here as well. So let's go into this with a positive attitude. Okay, hier is ons eerste som. En weet wat? Dis 'n breuk, dis nie 'n breuk nie en dis 'n breuk. When we look at this, we see, okay, fraction, not a fraction, fraction. For us to start working, we have to write all of our terms in fraction form. So ons moet al die terme in breuke vorm sit. So 4x over 3, beautiful. How do we write a whole number as a fraction? We put it over 1. Ons skryf hom as x op 1, want dit is presies dieselfde. Then subtract a third. Okay, beautiful. Now we see, hey, I have minusing with fractions. Hierso laat dit my dink aan wanneer ek minus met breuke. I look at the denominators and I see, but to be able to add and subtract with fractions, the denominators must be the same. Die nummers moet dieselfde wees as ek plus en maal, as ek plus en minus met breuke. So gaan hulle dieselfde maak. There is a 3 and there is a 3, but this one is a 1. So, can I turn a 1 into a 3? Absolutely, I times by 3. So, weet wat? Ek gaan elkeen van hierdie noemers gaan ek 3 in 3 verander. Okay, so this one is already 4x over 3, it stays. Now, 1 times 3 is 3, so x times 3. So we put a 3, whatever I need to times it by, and then in a bracket, whatever the numerator is. So kyk gou hierso, ek sê 1 maal 3 is 3, en nou sê ek, okay, hierdie x moet dan ook met 3 gemaal word. Ek sit 'n 3, en dan in 'n hakie die x, dit wil sê dit, die teller, wat met 3 gemaal moet word. You'll understand now why on earth I'm using a bracket, okay? En dan hierso, hierdie ene is 'n 1 op 3. It's already a 1 over 3. Okay. Now, the denominators are all the same. Nou is die noemers almal dieselfde. Wie wat lekker is met vergelykings, nou val die breuke weg. Die noemers val heeltemal weg. The nice thing is with equations, we only do this with equations. Because all the denominators are the same, they fall away. And I say, okay, 3x minus 1. Okay. And now, I say, hang on, but this is like a solving for x sum. Let's just quickly simplify. Kom ons vereenvoudig gou hierso. So ek sê, okay, 4x. Wat is 3 maal x? Dis mos 3x minus 1. Oh, beautiful, I know how to do this. Nou vat ek al die x'e links. X's all go to the left. And the constants stay on the right. It's like a solving for x now. 4x, hy gaan oor minus 3x, 4x, this one comes over, it becomes a negative 3x, that is equal to negative 1, negatief 1. En as jy, okay, 4x minus 3x, dit is 1x, of net x. En x is dan gelyk aan negatief 1. X is then equal to negative 1. So basically, what we've done in this example is we first started, and I'm just quickly going to zoom out, you can see the entire sum. We started here by putting all 3 my terms into fraction form. Ek skryf hulle as breuke. Then I saw, oh, the denominators are not the same. I have to make them the same. Ek moet die noemers dieselfde maak. So ek gaan maak hulle almal 3. Hierdie ene moes ek maal 3. Please note how we write this. 3 in the front and then a bracket, whatever the numerator is. Then I saw, okay, the denominators fall away. Die noemers val nou weg. Dan sit 'n 4x is gelyk aan 3, hakie wat gemaal word met x minus 1, and then it becomes a solving for x sum like the type of examples you did in grade 8. Okay, julle ons kyk gou na die volgende voorbeeld. We're going to look at the next example. First thing I see, fraction, fraction, fraction. Hulle is almal al klaar in Breuke formaat. Great. Nou dink ek, as ek minus met Breuke, moet die noemers dieselfde wees. If I'm minusing with fractions, I am even plussing, the numerators must, the denominators, excuse me, must be the same. Okay, now vat ek die grootste een. You look at the 4. Is 4 going to work for 2 and for 3? Is it a multiple of the other 2? Nee, 4 is nie 'n veelvoud van die ander 2 nie. Not going to work. Then we try 4, 8. Does 8 work for the other 2? Werk 8? Next multiple 4, 8, 12. Does 12 work for all of them? Yes. So nou gaan ek hulle almal verander in 12des. Okay. There we go. Sit hulle almal op 12. This is exactly what I would have done, when I'm working with fractions. I make the denominators the same. Ek maak al die noemers dieselfde. Okay, what did we do with 3 to get to 12? We times by 4. So, I've got to do the same at the top. And I put my 4, and then in a bracket, 2a. You understand the brackets in the next sum. So hier sien ek 3 maal 4 is 12. So wat ek onder doen, moet ek bo doen. So hierdie noemer moet dan ook, die teller, ons skryf, hy moet ook met 'n 4 gemaal word. Ons skryf 'n 4, hakie, en dan 2a. Beautiful. 4 times what is 12? 4 times 3. 4 maal 3. So we put the 3 and what I'm timesing it by, the numerator. Okay, 4 maal 3 en die 4 maal 3 en dan die boonste moet ook met 3 gemaal word. En kyk hoe skryf ek hom. Right, 2 times 6 and therefore 6 must be in a bracket times by 1. I know this looks very silly. You'll understand in a moment in the next sum why I'm putting it in a bracket. Okay, guys, awesome news. Once the denominators are all the same, nou dat die noemers allemaal dieselfde is, wie jy? Nou val hulle weg. So, in die volgende stap het ek 'n 4 en dan 'n hakie 2a, hulle moet gemaal word. Dan het ek 'n minus 3 en 'n hakie 3a, hulle moet gemaal word. En dit is gelyk aan 6 maal 1. So, the denominators fall away, and I literally write what I have left for the numerators. So 4 must be times by 2a, then we've got a negative 3 must be times by 3a, and then a 6 must be times by 1. Now I times in and I simplify. Okay, 4 times 2a, that's 8a. Guys, this is, and I want to highlight it, it's not just a 3, it's a negative 3. Dis baie belangrik, dis 'n negatief 3. En daai negatief 3 word gemaal met 3a. This is a negative 3 that's times by 3a. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9 what? Negative 9a. And that is equal to 6 maal 1, and dit is 6. Beautiful. Now it's again like solving like a normal equation, like solving the unknown number. 8 minus 9 is negative 1a, that's negative 1a, is equal to 6. And when we get to this point, we say, my answer can't be negative a. My answer must always be positive a equals. How do I get a positive away, or negative away? I say negative times a negative becomes a positive. So, a negative times a negative becomes a positive 1a, or just a positive a. You can also just say negative a here, or negative 1a. Negative times a negative is a positive, and if I do it to the one side, I must do it to the other. Dan sê ek, okay, 6 is 'n positief, ook gemaal met 'n negatief, en dit is dan negatief 6. Okay. Okay, nou gaan julle verstaan, in hierdie som gaan dit nog vir julle duidelik raak hoekom ek die hakies ding gedoen het, want dit het maar nog lekker snaaks gelyk, nê. Nee. Okay, eerste ding wat ek sien is, breek, nie breuke nie. Ja, I say, fraction form, not fraction form. So I first got to rewrite everything in fraction form. Hang on, I just want to make this clear quickly. I'll say that's better. Okay, so my a plus 3 over 4, you just stay. A plus 2 over 8, hulle altyd bly net so. And you know what I'm going to do with this one? Instead of putting them both separately over 1, ek gaan hulle altyd sommer op een slag op 1 sit. Jy mag dit doen, jy gaan met dieselfde ding uitkom. So ek gaan sommer sê A minus 2 op 1. Instead of A over 1 minus 2 over 1, I'm going to just put them together like that. It's mathematically sound. Jy mag dit so doen. Spaar 'n klein bietjie tyd, nee, die somme kan bietjie lank raak soms. Nou sê ons, die noemers is almal verskillend, the denominators are different. I need to make them the same. Then I look at the largest one, 8. Does 8 work for the other two? Yes. 8 werk vir al twee van die ander noemers en ek gaan hulle almal, al die noemers in 8 verander. Okay, now bear with me. 8 times, 4 times what is 8? 4 times 2. 4 maal 2 is 8. Kyk wat doen ek. Dit wat bo is moet ook met 2 gemaal word. The top must then also be times by 2. Kyk hoe skryf ek hom, 'n 2 en dan 'n hakie. Dit wat my teller is. I write it as a 2 and then a bracket that which my numerator is. So that's now, you're going to see now why. Okay, dan was a minus. Here we've again got over 8. Beautiful. Guys, this is important. We've already got it over 8. Dis klaar agsters. Even though it's already 8s. I say 8 times what is 8? 8 times 1. So it's going to look very strange, but we're going to put a 1 and we're going to put the A plus 2 in a bracket. You'll see just now in the next step why. So jy het gesê 8 maal 1 is 8 en nee, skus julle, ek gaan dit net so bietjie netjies skryf. Want anders te lyk dit net bietjie die mekaar. Right. So it's again going to be over 8. 8 times 1 is 8. I put the 1 and again, even though it's just 1, it pretty much stays the same. I'm still going to say it's going to be times by 1. 8 times 1 is 8. And so the top must also be times by 1. 1 bracket A plus 2. So 8 maal 1, hy bly dieselfde, maar nog steeds is die hakies wat die belangrike deel is. 8 maal 1, dit wil sê dit wat bo is moet ook met 1 gemaal word en ek sit dit in 'n hakie. Right. 1 times 8, 1 maal 8, dit wil sê dit wat bo is moet ook met 8 gemaal word. The top must also be times by 8, 8, en dan bracket A minus 2, 8 moet gemaal word in hakie met A minus 2. Okay, beautiful. Once we get here, it's like a sigh of relief. Why? Because my denominators are the same. As ek hierso kom is dit awesome, want nou is al my noemers klaar dieselfde. Wat doen ek nou? Nou skryf ek 'n vergelyking sonder die noemers. Now I write an equation without any of the denominators. How awesome is this? Okay, beautiful. Nou skryf ek presies wat bo is in my volgende reël, al die tellers. Okay, now I need to simplify. I'm just going to move down for you a little bit. Now we're going to times in, and here is where the crux is of what I've been talking about. Please guys, this 2 must be times by everything in the bracket, and that's why the bracket is so important. Otherwise you're tempted to only times the 2 by the A but not by the 3. Hierdie 2 moet met alles in die hakie gemaal word. As die hakie nie daar is nie, dan is jy geneig om dit net met die A te maal, maar jy vergeet van die plus 3. Then this is a negative 1, not a 1, a negative 1. As a negative 1, it must be times by the A as well as the 2. Daai negative 1 moet met die A en met die plus 2 gemaal word. And that's why the bracket is so important. Also because it's a negative in front of the bracket. En selfde hierso, die 8 moet met die A gemaal word. And the 8 must also be times by the negative 2. Okay. 2 times A, that is 2A. 2 multiplied by positive 3 is positive 6. then negative 1 times a is negative 1a, negative 1 times positive 2 is negative 2, that is equal to 8 maal a is 8a, en 8 maal negatief 2 is negatief 16. Now we check it. 2 maal a, 2a, plus 6, negatief 1 maal a, negatief 1a, negatief 1 maal 2 is negatief 2 is gelijk aan 8 times a is 8a, and 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to simplify like we always do. Nou vereenvoudig ek. Okay, so all the variables on the left, the constants on the right. Al die veranderlikes links en die res regs. Okay, 2a, I cross them out as I go, minus 1a, minus 1a. Right, this is an 8a, it's going to become a negatieve 8a. Beautiful. Right, now hierdie is a negative 16, this is a negative 16, please take note. Hierdie plus 6 raak a minus 6, and this negative 2 becomes a positive 2. Okay guys, you with me? Now, kom ons check gou, that's in its place, that stays, yes, this was a positive, it became a negative, yes, ek het alles mooi oorgedra hierso, hierdie is 'n negatief 16, hierdie is 'n plus 6, hy raak 'n minus 6, hierdie is 'n minus 2, hy raak 'n plus 2, beautiful. 2 take away 1, that is 1, and 1 take away 8, 1 minus 8 is negatief 7a, guys, careful, it's negative 7a, and negative 16 minus 6, that's negative 22, and negative 22 plus 2, that is a negative 20. Beautiful, now we'll just check. 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 take away 8 is negative 7a, negative 16 minus 16 is negative 22, plus 2 is negative 20. Now you might think, oh, I made a mistake. You haven't, it's all mathematically sound. What do I do? Now what I always do, even though it doesn't divide correct or exactly, moenie nou skrik en dink, oh, ek het nou fout gemaak nie. Jy het jou werk gecheck en jy werk mooi, dis reg. Now say, okay, a is then equal to negative 20 over negative 7. Now, a lot of the high schools allow you to stop here. You can also turn it into a mixed number. Jy kan baie van die hoërskole stop hier, so is fine. Of hulle wil hê jy moet dit in 'n gemengde getal omsit. 7, 14, so and it will be a, oh, sorry guys, you have to say if it's going to be a positive or a negative answer, okay? So a negative divided by negative is a positive, so it's a positive, okay? And it's going to be 2, 7, 14, you can get 2 out of there, and you've got 6 over 7 left. Jy 2 en 6 sewendes is jou antwoord. Okay, I'm just quickly going to zoom out so you can see the beauty of that entire sum. Whoa, one sum, absolutely. Okay, kom ons kyk gaan na hierdie tipe som. Okay, fraction, en dit is almal breuke. Nou sien ek, okay, daar's 'n 4, daar's 'n 8, daar's 'n 2. And look at the denominators, a 4, a 8, and a 2. And look at the biggest one, does 8 work for all of them? Werk 8 vir almal? Yes. So I'm going to turn all of the denominators into 8s. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Now what did I do with 4? To turn it into 8, I times it by 2. 2 brackets 3x minus 4. Beautiful, minus. Hierso 8, wat het ek met 8 gedoen? Ek het gesê 8 maal met 1. So, ek gaan 'n enetjie sit, en dan sê ek 7x minus 5. 8 times 1, top times 1. And I write it like that. Brackets, so important. Right? 2 maal met 4 is 8, 2 times 4. So I put the 4 and the bracket x minus 2. 2 maal 4, the top times 4. Die boonste ook maal 4. Okay, now they're all over 8. Beautiful, the denominators fall away. Die noemers val nou weg in die volgende stap. En hierso het ek 'n 2 maal 'n 3x minus 4. -1 multiplied by 7x minus 5, bracket close. En hierso het ek 'n 4 maal met x minus 2. I mean, look how awesome that is. Okay, now we get to the timesing part. Nou gaan ek inmaal. En hierso moet julle jouself mooi check. Ons check dit gou hierso. 4 times 2, so the top times 2. 8 maal 1, bo maal 1. 2 times 4, top times 4. Beautiful. Okay. Nou sê, elkeen moet ingemaal word. Everything in front of the bracket must be times in by everything in the bracket. Beautiful. Okay. 2 maal 3x, dis 6x. 2 maal -4 is -8. Ding, 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 ding. Look at this. There's a negative in front of this bracket. That's super important. So, -1 times 7x is -7x. -1 maal -5 is +5. Now, if you didn't have the brackets here, you would have kept this as a -5. As jy nie hierdie breek, die hakies hier gehad het nie, dan sou jy hier geskryf het as 'n -5 en gaan jou hele som verkeerd. Okay, and then 4 times x, that's 4x, en 4 maal -2 is -8. Now we just check. 6x, -8, -7x, +5, 4x, -8. Beautiful. Okay, we know what to do. X is left, everything else on the right. Okay, so 6x, hy's klaar in sy plek, ek los hom. This is a -7x, hy's a -7x. Beautiful. Here I've got a 4x, wat gaan met hom gebeur? It becomes a -4x, -4x. Beautiful. And then my constants, my constante, hier is 'n -8, hy's klaar in sy plek. This will become a positive 8, want hier is hy negatief. Wat gaan gebeur met hom? This one travel over, hy raak 'n -5. Beautiful, now we just check. Yes, yes, yes. Hierso is die -8. Yep, that becomes a positive 8. Hierdie was 'n positief 5, hy raak 'n -5. Beautiful. 6 take away 7, that's -1x, and -1x minus 5x is -5x. Beautiful. Look here. -8 plus 8, hulle kanselleer mekaar uit, dis 0. En 0 minus 5 is -5. Oh, this is a nicer one than the one before. I'm just going to move a little down. Sorry. Okay, and now how do we get x? So x is dan gedeel deur -5 gedeel deur -5. X is dan gelyk aan, look how beautiful that is, 1. X is gelyk aan 1. Kom ek zoom net gou uit dat julle die hele som kan sien. Look at that. It's pretty cool, hey? One sum. Okay, kom ons kyk gou na 'n volgende som. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, first, fraction, not a fraction. Mixed number. So breek, dis 'n breek. Hierdie is nie 'n breek nie en dit is 'n gemengde getal. Everything has to be in fraction form. Okay, so a minus 2 op 8 minus 2a plus 5 op 6. This just stays. We're going to put this as a over 1. Absolutely, mustn't look like a 9. Plus, what do you think I'm going to do with this guy? I'm going to turn it into an improper fraction. Ek gaan hierdie breek skryf as 'n onegte breek. 1 maal 3, 1 times 3, 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. It's equal to 4 over 3, 4 op 3 as an improper fraction, as 'n onegte breek. Beautiful. 8, 6, 1, 3. Let's try this. 8 work. That 16. 16, no. What is the next one? 24. Yes, it works for all of them. Beautiful. Ek gaan hulle almal 24stes maak. Okay, 8 times 3. 8 maal 3. Ons weet al hoe om te skryf. Beautiful. Minus 6 times 4 is 24. So we're going to put, we know how to write it. Top must be times by 4. Beautiful. 1 maal wat? 24, so 24 bracket A plus 3 maal met 8. Careful guys, it's not 3 times 7, it's 3 times 8. En dan moet die boonste ook met 8 gemaal word. Okay, now I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Now we say, okay, now we say, hey, all the denominators are the same, they all fall away. Okay, because it's getting quite long, we're just checking that I write everything down correctly. Yep, ek alles reg afgeskryf. Yes. Okay, now we're timesing in. Now we're going to simplify. Okay, 3 more R. And actually, I like you guys doing these little jottings. Sit vir jouself die pyltjies in. Dit help jou brein om te weet wat om te doen. Hierso, go circle that -4. Yep, must be times by everything. 24 moet met A gemaal word en 8 moet met 4 gemaal word. Okay, now once you've done that, you put your arrows in, your brain knows what's coming next. Great. 3 maal A, dit is 'n 3A, 3 maal -2 is -6, -4, -4 times 2 is -8A, -4 times +5 is -20. Okay, let's quickly sort of check the one side. 3A minus 6, -8A en -20. Beautiful. Nou kyk ons gaan aan die ander kant. 24 maal A is 24A en 8 maal 4, 32. Careful guys, this is 32, not 36. Okay, and we just double check. This side too. Yes, ons het mooi gemaak. Okay. Everything A is to the left. Daai 3A is in sy plek. Daar is 'n -8A, hy bly daar. This is going to become a -24A, -24A. Beautiful. Hier is ons 32, 32 in its place. Yes. Hierdie ene keer raak +6. This one becomes a +20 on the other side. Beautiful. Okay. Now we say 3 take away 8. That's -5. And -5A minus another 24A is -29A. Guys, don't get worried if you get big numbers like this. Just remember, you check the step very carefully. Yep. We said yes, that becomes a +6. Yes, we've checked it carefully. And just make sure you plus and minus correctly here. Hierso plus en minus, jy moenie skrik as jy so 'n antwoord kry nie. As jy reg gewerk het, is dit reg. 32 plus 6 is 38. And 38 plus 20 is 58. Kom ons maak gou seker. 32 plus 6, 38. 38 plus 20. Beautiful is 58. Yes. Now what do we do? A is then equal to 58 divided by -129. 58 gedeel deur -29. And guess what? A is gelyk aan, it goes in twice, kan 2 keer ingaan, -2. So here you got to a strange, like a 29, -29, it's big. It's okay. If you've worked correctly, your work will be right. And look where it ends up, a beautiful -2 answer. And it doesn't always give you a beautiful answer, okay? Just check yourself, make sure you checked your work, then you're okay. En daar is die hele som van begin tot einde. Right, nou gaan ek gou vir julle 'n paar somme gee om in te oefen. Okay? And here are your examples. Hier is nou julle voorbeelde. Pause nou die video hierso. Skryf elke voorbeeld vir my af asseblief. En dan doen julle gou eers die somme om seker te maak jy's okay. Ek gaan net so 'n bietjie inzoom. Asai. Dis 'n klein bietjie beter. Okay, dan gaan ons aan as jy klaar deur hierdie somme gewerk het. Okay, kom ons kyk gou nou. Nou gaan ons aan na 'n volgende tipe voorbeeld. Okay. So hierso sien ons nee breek nie, breek en breek. Okay, ons gaan hulle almal eers omsit in breekvorm. Okay, ons skryf hom ons as 5 op 1. We're going to write them all in fraction form. Minus 7 over x, that's already in fraction form. And you know what else we're going to do? When you get something like this at the start of a sum, you are going to times in. Jy gaan hom inmaal aan die begin al. Jy sal sien hoe kom dit my later help. Okay, so 2 times x, that is 2x, and 2 times 4 is positive 8 over x. Okay, so I check. 501, 5 op 1, yes, hy bly dieselfde, dit 2 maal x is 2x plus 8 op x. Okay, now you're going to say, oh, but I've now got x at the bottom. That's okay. Right. So, I can write this as a 1x and also as a 1x. I look first at the coefficients or the whole numbers. Ek kyk eers na die heelgetalle of dan die koëffisiënte. Daar's 'n 1, daar's 'n 1, daar's 'n 1. So, the whole part, the whole number part will just be 1 whatever, want 1, hulle almal, hier sê byvoorbeeld 'n 3 of so, hulle is almal 1. So, part of my denominator will be 1 something. Now, these both have an x and an x as their denominators. Hierso het die noemer 'n x en 'n x. Nou, hulle is presies dieselfde, en dit beteken, jy gaan gewoonlik die een vat wat die hoogste x is. Sê nou maar, dis 'n x tot die mag 1 en hierdie is 'n x tot die mag 3, dan sal jou noemer x tot die mag 3 onder wees. Maar, jy het net x'e, so, my noemer gaan x wees. 1x, as jy dit dan so wil sit. Okay, so, we say, okay, I have an x and an x. We said, okay, the denominators will all have a 1. That's part of it. We all have a 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and then, here you've got an x and there you've got an x. Now, because you have an x in two of the fractions, part of your denominator will also be x. Part of your denominator will also be x. Okay? Right, now we say 1 must be times by what to get 1x? It must be times by x. 1 moet met x gemaal word om 1x te kry. So, like I've always done in the previous examples, whatever I times the bottom by, I times the top by. And hierso is it 1x and 1x, it's already as is. So we say, okay, 1x times 1 is 1x. So I put a 1 and a 7, as I've learned in the previous examples. Hierso sê ek 1x maal 1 is 1x. It also pretty much stays the same. 1, en dan sit ek my 2x plus 8 in die hakkie, as I've learned to do before. Now, yay, all my denominators are the same, so they fall away. Hierso val hulle weg. Now say, okay, I just write everything again without the denominators. Hierso sien ek, my tellers val weg. Nou skryf ek hulle almal weer, sonder die nummers. Okay, x multiplied, so let's first think, x going to be times by 5, x gaan met die 5 gemaal word, hierdie is 'n negatief 1, hy gaan met die 7 gemaal word, hierdie is 'n 1, maal met die 2x, the 1 must also be times by the positive 8. X times 5, that's 5x, and then 7 times negative 1 is negative 7, and that is equal to 2. 1 maal 2x is 2x, and 1 maal 8 is 8. Beautiful, look how simple it is now, guys. Look how straightforward it's going to be from here. 5x minus 2x is 8 minus 7 plus 7. 3x minus 2x, excuse, 5x minus 2x is 3x. 8 plus 7 is 15. Beautiful. And x is therefore, let me just zoom out a little bit. X is therefore equal to 15 divided by 3, and x is equal to 3. X is dan gelyk aan 3. En daar het julle die hele som van begin tot einde. Kom ons kyk na nog een. Okay, kom ons kyk gaan nou nog 'n sommetjie, another example. Alright, so we're going to start and we're going to write them all fraction form. 1 over 1
plus 2 over x. Ek skryf hulle almal as breuke, dis mos net 1 op 1. Dis 3 op 5x minus, okay, and look, when we see this in the beginning, we're going to times in, so ek gaan dit ook inmaal hierso. Sit your pyltjies, put your little arrows, and I've got a 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 3, 2 maal 3 is positief 6 op 3x. Okay, just quickly check. Fraction form, yep, hy's reg, 2x plus 6 op 3x. Beautiful. Nou kyk ons, en ons weet ons moet die noemers dieselfde maak, we need to get the denominators the same. So first look at the whole numbers. Ons kyk eers na die koëffisiënt of die heelgetalle. Daar's 'n 1, daar's ook eintlik maar 1, 1, there's a 5 and there's a 3. Nou kyk ek na die 5. Werk 5 vir almal? No. 10? No, it doesn't work for 3. What about 15? 15 also works for the 1s, obviously, and for the 3. So part of my denominator will be a 15. Deel van my noemer gaan 'n 15 wees. Okay, that's the whole part number of my denominator. Tackle it like in sections. Dan het ek 'n x, ek het 'n x en 'n x. So, that means because there are x's as well, and they each have only an x to the power of 1, that each of my denominators still needs an x. Elkeen van my noemers het dan nog steeds 'n x nodig. That means that my lowest common denominator is 15x. Dit beteken my laagste gemeene noemer is dan 15x. Okay, 1 times what is 15x? You times by 15x. Jy moet met 15x maal. So, ons skryf ons soos ons nog altyd geleer het. 1 times what, sorry, 1 maal wat is 15? Dis maal 15. Die x is klaar daar, so ek hoef nie hulle te maal nie. Dit is net 15 wat gemaal word met 2. Because I said 1 times what, 1x times what is 15x. 1x times 15. So, and I don't have to times by x's because it's already got the x's. So 15 must be times at the top too. 5 maal met wat is 15? 3. 5 times what is 15 is 3. And do I need an x? It's already got an x. And 3 times what is 15? 3 times 5. 3 maal wat is 15? 5. Het ek die x nodig? Nee. And I put my 2x plus 6 in a bracket. Whew. Okay, guys, we're almost there. Nou sê ek, that has to be times, dit moet ingemaal word, dit moet ingemaal word. And guys, this 5 must be times by everything in the bracket. Okay, so 5x, oh sorry, so now I just rewrite everything. 15x will be times by 1, plus 15 will be times by 2, en dit is gelijk aan 3 maal met 3 minus 5 hakie 2x plus 6. Denominators fall away. Beautiful. Nou gaan ek begin inmaal. Nou sê, okay, 15x times 1, that's 15x. Plus 15 maal 2 is 30. 9 times 3 is 9. Guys, this is a negative 5. And it's going to be times in with everything in the bracket. So negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. Negatief 5 maal 2 is negatief 10. Negatief 10x. Negatief 5 maal 6 is negatief 30. Negative 5 times 6 is negative 30. Now we're just going to check. Yes, yes, it's 9. It's negative 10x in negative 30. Beautiful. Now we know what to do. X is on the left, constants on the right. Okay. So, okay, 15x, you are in your place. Not minus 10x, but plus 10x. Beautiful. Here I've got a 9, hier's ons 'n 9, hy's in sy plek. Minus 30, hy's in sy plek. And this guy becomes a minus 30. Plus 30, minus 30. Plus 30, minus 30. Okay, let's just check, yes. Hy raak 'n plus 10. Hierso is 'n 9 minus 30. Take away 30. Beautiful. Now we say 15x plus 10x, that's 25x. Hierso het ek 25x. 9 minus 30, okay, kom ons kyk gou. Ek kan jou sakrekenaar ook hierso gebruik. Maar 9 minus 30, dit is negatief 23 en negatief 23 minus 30 is negatief 53. Okay, so you say 9, take away 30, that, no, excuse me, sis, 9 take away 30, I'm thinking of 7. 9 take away 30 is negative 21, minus another 30 is negative 51. 9 minus 30, julle skies, is negatief 21. Negatief 21 minus nog 30 is negatief 51. Now don't get afraid when you get to this and say, oh, what's going on? It's okay. If we've been checking our work carefully and we've made sure we've worked correctly, then sometimes you get to an answer like this. You say, okay, therefore x is then equal to negative 51 over 25. So hierso het ek dan negatief 51, hy moet gedeel word met 25. And then what do we do? Some schools you can leave it like that. In ander skole wil hulle hê jy moet dit skryf as 'n gemengde getal. Ek gaan dit nou sommer langsaan doen. So you've got to turn this, depending on your school, you've got to turn this into a mixed number. 25 can go once. First of all, it's going to be a negative answer. Dis 'n negatiewe antwoord. En dan is it negative 1, it can go only once. No, it can actually go twice, excuse me, 25, 50. So the 25 can go twice, and what do I have left? 1 over 25. As ek hierdie gemengde onegte breek omsit in 'n gemengde getal, 25 kan 2 keer ingaan, en ek het 1/25ste oor, en my antwoord is 'n negatief. So I'm just going to quickly zoom out so you can see the whole extent of that sum, hey? Yo, it's pretty spectacular. Okay, just in your defense, okay, and to make you feel maybe a little bit better, the previous sum was a grade 10 example, okay? It's okay, we need to be challenged. Okay, let's look at this example now. Let's first look at what's going on. Ons gee ons brein 'n kansie. Dis 'n breek, dis 'n breek. Dis nie 'n breek, dis 'n gemengde getal en dis 'n breek. Fraction, fraction, mixed number, fraction. What are we going to do? We're going to turn them all into fractions. Ek gaan hulle almal oorskryf as breuke. Okay, there we've got, stays the same, hierdie twee bly dieselfde. Okay, improper fraction, onegte breek. That's 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. It's 5 over 4. Subtract 3 over 2x. Okay, let's quickly check. Ja, ek het reg geskryf. It's 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 op 4 minus. Beautiful. Okay, now we see, we've got to make the denominators the same. Die nummers moet dieselfde wees. Daar het ek 'n 3, ons kyk eers na hierdie getalle. 3, 'n 2, 'n 4 en 'n 2. We look at only the numbers, okay? Okay, well the highest one is a 4. Does 4 work for them all? 8 werk 8? What about the next one, 12? Does 12 work for all of them? Yes. So I know the whole number part of my denominator will be 12. Okay? So deel van my, die heel getal deel van my noemer gaan 12 wees. Beautiful. Now I need to look what else there is. There's an x and there's an x. So, because they're exactly the same, I have to put an x. X will be part of my denominators, of my lowest common denominator. Omdat twee van die breuke x het, gaan x ook deel wees van my noemer. Okay? 3 times what is 12? 4. I don't have to times by x, it's already there. So 3 maal met 4 is 12, die x is klaar daar, so ek hoef nie met x te maal nie. Dis 4 en die 4 moet dan met die 2 gemaal word. Beautiful. 2 times what is 12? 6. Do I need an x? Yes. So I must times by 6x. 2 maal 6 is 12. Het ek die x nodig? Yes. So, ek moet maal met 6x moet dan met die 1 gemaal word. 6x must then be times by the 1. Then 4 times what is 12 times 3? Must I add the x? Yes, because it doesn't have 1. So it's 3x and that is times by 5. Hierso sien dit 4 maal wat is 12 is maal 3. Moet ek die x bysit? Ja. So 3x moet met 5 gemaal word. En 2 maal met wat is 12? 6. Moet ek x bysit? Nee. So it's net 6 maal met 3. Yeah, I say, okay, don't need the x's, it's already got an x, but 2 times what is 12 times 6? Beautiful. Okay, now the denominators fall away, die noemers val dan nou lekker weg. Okay. Nou gaan ek net gou check, net gaan my brein 'n kansie gee. Got a times in there, guys. This is a negative 6x, that's times by 1. This is a 3x times by 5, and ouens is a negative 6 maal met 3. Beautiful. That's 8. 8 minus, what is 6x? Negative 6 times 1. That's negative 6. It's negative 6x. This negative 6 maal 1 is negative 6x. Okay, 3x times 5 is 15x, and then it's negative 6 times 3. Negative 6 maal 3 is minus 18. Okay, beautiful. Now just check 8. That's negative 6x. Yes, that was 15x minus 18. Beautiful. Okay, x is to the left. Guys, this is a negative 6x. This is a negative 6x. This one also become a negative. It's minus 15x. Beautiful. Here I have a negative 18. And what's going to happen? You are in your place. This one becomes a negative 8. Okay, let's just check. Yes, you're correct. Into your place. Mooi. Negative 18. En hy is a positief negative 8. Beautiful. Negative 6 minus 15. You're going further down, guys. That is negative 21x. Don't get a fright. Ons het mooi reg gewerk. Negative 6 maal negative 15. Yes, it's negative 21x. Beautiful. And then I've got a negative 18 minus 8. So that is negative 26. So we just check. Negative 18 minus 8. Yes, that's negative 26. Okay, so now I've worked correctly. Got a bit of a strange look to it, but doesn't matter. I've worked correctly. I've checked my work, so I'm confident. Therefore, x will then be equal to negative 26 over negative 21. X gaan dan gelyk wees aan negatief 26 op negatief 21. Hy word ons gedeel. And therefore, negative divided by negative is a positive. And 26 over 21, just to turn that into a mixed number. Kom ons sit hom gaga om in 'n gemengde getal. Ek kan net een keer ingaan en daar's 5 oor. 5, sorry guys, let me just write that a bit better. And 5 over 21. So, positive answer goes in ones en daar is 5 21stes oor. I'm just going to quickly zoom out for you that you can see the whole sum all together. It's quite a big one, hey? There we go. So dit is hoe die som altyd som lyk. Right, now it is your turn. I'm going to give you a few sums that I would like you to practice in for me now. And then you'll be pleased to know we're done. Okay, guys. So here are your examples that I want you to practice in for me. Listen, not one of them have an answer that is like a whole number. They all have an examples or at the end where the x is going to be either a fraction or the x answer is going to be a mixed number. Don't worry about it. You still apply the math as you know how to. And yeah, just do and check yourself carefully, then you'll be fine. Just a warning, they don't work out to a perfect whole number in any of these examples. So it doesn't mean you're wrong or you don't understand. Check your work carefully, do what you know to do, and your answers are mostly going to be mixed numbers. So hierso
is nou jou beurt. Dis nou jou 5 somme wat ek wil hê jy moet deurwerk. Moenie skrik nie julle. Die somme, eintlik almal van hulle werk uit op of 'n breek, 'n x is gelyk aan 'n breek of x is gelyk aan 'n gemengde getal. So moenie stres daaroor nie. Maak seker jy check jou werk en jy werk net reg. En dan sal jou antwoord ook reg wees. So moenie skrik as die x-waarde snaaks lyk nie. Dit is soos daai som, een of twee somme wat ons ook gekyk het, waar die x-waarde 'n gemengde getal is. Hoor, en dit is normaal. Dankie julle, bye!